Jungle Junction was a children's television series that featured different animal hybrid vehicles that lived in Jungle Junction, and each of them had a certain role to play in the town. Some were police officers, some were construction workers, and some were messengers that delivered messages to different characters. The show originated in the United Kingdom and ran for 2 complete seasons with 45 episodes in each season. Today, I want us to remember the main characters and the citizens of Jungle Junction, and simply explain what their roles were. Then we shall get to see who the voice actors were and later see how old they've gotten in 2025. And we shall start with Zooter, who was one of the main characters in the show, and was known to be a pink piglet scooter that spoke with a British accent. She was energetic in her everyday job as a full-time messenger, and was a female character who lived in a certain treehouse within the town. She was the fastest citizen who used her speed to deliver messages all around the town. She was also the one responsible for delivering and distributing the hottest news and gossip that was trending, and she actually knew the jungle better than anyone else in town. Her beautiful voice came from Janet James, who is a British voice actress that specializes in kids shows, and we also mentioned her in Postman Pat where she voiced one of the main characters. Toadhog was another character who mostly appeared in the background. He was a toad-like vehicle who loved eating worms and fifi flies, and was also known not to smile as much. He had a long tongue that could shoot out a long way to grab things just like a normal toad. In the jungle, he was responsible for the power supply, and his water wheel powers were responsible for Jungle Junction's power supply, including traffic lights. He did not speak as much in the show, but his few words were from Ron Orbach, who is an American actor and voice actor. He also voiced Leon Caffrey in Grand Theft Auto and played the role of Detective Lenny Briscoe in Law and Order. Miss Jolly was a zebra school teacher who taught mostly kid characters like the Beetlebugs. She wore her iconic glasses and had black and white stripes exactly like a real-life zebra, just like her name suggested. She was a joyous teacher and a happy citizen of Jungle Junction who never failed to teach everyone something new whenever there was a gathering. And another character was Hippobus, who was a yellow hippopotamus school bus that usually carried the Beetlebugs to school. She was a sweet and kind bus who always engaged in singing songs with the kids as they drove to school. She loved showering during her free time, but other than that she did not appear as much in the show. Both of these wonderful ladies were voiced by Mandy Simons, an American actor who also appeared in The Scrubbers of 1982, and her most recent series she rolled was in The Wheel of Time of 2021. Bobby was a toucan police chief and a major character in the show. He was blue in color and always wore a police hat in all of his appearances, and was also the only wheeler who could fly in Jungle Junction. His job was to keep law and order in the town, and also to help in managing cases for everyone in need. He was voiced by Jimmy Hibbert, who is an English actor and writer, and he mostly works with the Cosgrove Hall Film Studios. Ellyvan was the best friend of Zooter and another main character of the show. His role in the town was to carry the deliveries around the jungle, and he was also used as a fire hydrant due to his ability of sucking a lot of water in his body using his trunk. He lived in the base of a big hollow tree some distance out of town, and he was known to be a lover of food and anything sweet that he could eat. He was nevertheless a cheerful and optimistic character who never became angry or upset throughout the show. His voice came from Billy West, who is an American voice actor that we also discussed in Futurama, where he voiced characters like Professor Farnsworth and Fry. He started his career at 30 years old after he quit drinking and rehabilitating himself to the man that he is today. Bungo was a bunny and one of the older residents in the show. He loved making signs and putting them all over the jungle, and he was also very good in geography as he knew the jungle better than anyone else. He was the only wheeler who had the ability to jump and leap many times his own height into the air. He lived underground in the Jungle Junction town, and his main job was to keep the jungle tidy and running smoothly by making and placing road signs where necessary. He was voiced by Keith Wickham, who is an English voice actor and comedian. He has also provided multiple voices for multiple characters in Thomas and Friends. Taxicrab was a ghost crab that spoke with a Caribbean accent and was the only wheeler that was able to drive sideways. He lived on a houseboat on the river that passed through the town. He loved dancing and singing in his rooked voice, and his main role in town was to make smoothies for everyone that lived in Jungle Junction. He was voiced by Jess Harnell, an American voice actor that we discussed in Animaniacs where he voiced Wacko Warner, and also for voicing Cedric in Sophia the First. Lance was a purple rhinoceros ambulance and the only medic in town. He always checked on the welfare of others and always carried tools and first aid kits to help him on his missions when any wheeler malfunctioned or fell under the weather. Voiced by D. Bradley Baker, an American voice actor and a legend we've discussed multiple times already. And finally Carla, who was an orange koala that owned a grocery shop. She only appeared in the first season as a minor character, and was seen working in her garden harvesting some crops. Her voice was from the beautiful Lorraine Newman, who is an American actress and comedian that has been active since 1975. She has voiced in other iconic films like Inside Out, Finding Nemo, and WALL-E.